baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. Well, Singy, he's been really up against it lately. Major struggles at the plate, but perhaps today he gets it going again.
Yeah, Boog, he needs to find his rhythm out there and just simplify his mindset.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Pedro Nieves.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Here's the third baseman, Carlos Moda.
The third baseman, Carlos Moda.
Foul ball there. And here it comes. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's the ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now it's going to be Gary Kelso. That's in for a strike at 95, 0-1. Nieves, in his rookie season, 26 years old. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. And a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Infield calls it in, and there's one away. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Rincon. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Moda, the base runner at first with one out. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Brandon Zimborski, the next Cub to hit. Strike on the inside corner.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Out towards left center. And there are two down. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Gustafson will hit next. And that misses. Ball one. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
On the ground, a sliding stop, and very nicely done for the out. Cubs strand a couple, and now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in San Diego, and on the hill, Jamal Wild.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by try with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Gerard Burkhart leading things off and takes a strike. On the ground, right side, Ramos. Tosses to first, one up, one down. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Up the middle, it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. So digging in now for San Diego, Juan Quinones. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
One strike.
And that one fouled off. Spence at first, one gone. And a curve is down and in.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Oh, that hit him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. 2 on, 1 out. Saldana getting ready to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Safe. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Everything came together for him. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
First and second, 1 out. Rodriguez, the next to hit. And that is out of play.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Puts it away for the out. And the batter now, Alfred Hernandez. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Swing and a foul straight back. Two outs. That one misses, and 1-1. Ground ball left side. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Felipe Ramos. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Ramos launched a homer in his most recent game. That one misses in the dirt. There's the strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Spence on his way over. Hauled Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. So digging in, Champlin Gutierrez. And that's off the outside edge. 1-0. One out, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Spence hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Richard Handy, the next Cub to hit.
Richard Handy.
Handy matched a homer in his last game. 2 outs, base is empty. Check swing, went around, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
And that's in the dirt. Next offering misses down and away. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at Petco Park. And here's the catcher, Juan Campaneris. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes. But if you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Outside low, and the count is even 2-2. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And now the DH, Charles Mullins. And that one is in the dirt. And that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Mullins went deep in his most recent game. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
There's a swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Ball 1 there. That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Next for the Padres, Gerard Burkhart. 0 for 1 so far. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Enfield, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped foul out of play off to the right. In the dirt. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. One left. New inning getting started. Now the Cubs catcher, Frank Briggs. Nieves back to work. Top of the zone for a called strike. And a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And he hits a ground ball right side. And that's a fair ball.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
Moda in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Quinones on the move. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Kelso in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Swings through that high fastball.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
That's inside. That one hit to right. Burkhart sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So up next, Tristan Rincon. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's to third, and it stays fair. Throw stops the out.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Zimborski in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Michael Spence. And there's a curve through for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Just
No,
missed.
that's a ball.
Now this is in the air down the line. Gustafson sizes this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Now the left fielder, Juan Quinones. Fastball for a strike at 95.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now the shortstop, Sergio Saldana. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Gustafson under it. Nabs it, and that is that. Back here in San Diego, and now the right fielder, Greg Gustafson. Gustafson in his 7th season, 33 years old, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now here is Felipe Ramos. Swinging a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. 0-2 down.
The 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here. Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runner at first with no outs here. Cuts and misses. This is strikeout. Champlin Gutierrez now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. Runner takes off. Pitches high. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Outside with a breaking ball. Well struck left field. That one is back. To the warning track, makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, so digging in now for San Diego, Ira Rodriguez. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
You know, these Padres doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Alfred Hernandez, the next up for the Padres. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. There's a swing and a drive. That ball's carrying, and it's out of here. He shoots one out to right, and they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
1 out, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Juan Campaneris. Inside,
that's the ball.
just missed. One out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next pitch is outside. Wild. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Next offering is in for a strike. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Now at the plate, Charles Mullins. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And that keeps the inning alive. Next for the Padres, Richie Enfield. A single his first time. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one. Mullins off of first with 2 away. And that's in there at the knees. Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, gone. He sends it out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0.
That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Yohan Garcia.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Inside, just missed.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Popped up right side, Ramos. Has this one sized up, and he makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Petco Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Digging in, Richard Handy. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Frank Briggs will hit next.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Way out front for strike 2.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
And a good eye there. The Padres leading by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch is outside. Good eye in that spot.
3-2.
off again, and it remains 3-2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Throw to first in time. So the lineup flips over. Carlos Moda getting ready to hit. Line drive, base hit, right center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck.
Leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And that's in the dirt. Now 1-2. Glove side, but it gets through. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Tristan Rincon, the next Cub to hit. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. This one in the dirt. And the 0-2. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 4-1.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And next is the designated hitter, Brandon Zimborski. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
High fly ball out towards left center. And that is that.
Let's have a real good
And we're back.
We
get
got
to the bottom of the
Padres,
fifth. Stepping
the
in for
center
San
fielder,
Diego, Michael Spence. First pitch misses.
You know, these Padres really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Just missed. And that's in there at the knees. Right back to him on the mound. To first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. So digging in now for San Diego, Juan Quinones. 1 for 2. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That one is absolutely belted. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Sergio Saldana. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
The shortstop takes the ball. Saldana with a homer in his last game. And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. Just off the inside edge. And that's in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Gutierrez right there to make the grab. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Gustafson.
Nieves back. That's down and in. A slider missed. Goes down looking. Felipe Ramos, the next come to hit.
The second baseman, Felipe Ramos.
There's the strike. The Cubs trailing by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. In the air, left field, Quinones. Drops into the glove, 2 away down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Foul ball. And ball 1. Swing and a chopper out to short. And that is the inning. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom half. Back here in San Diego.